All right, our E-feature cars are making it here to the front stretch. Really not sure who's all in this race other than Paul Mosier, but we don't even see him out here as of yet. I do see him over there. Mike Huseman in the 163. I see him out here. Carter Crawl in the 64, Chris Roseland in the 3 car. Uh-oh. Paul Mosier there in the 8 car. The McCarty Motors Alphabet Challenge starts here in the E feature. Under green, and we've got a stalled car right off the bat there. No good there. Mosier going way to the outside. Chris Roseland, Mike Huseman, Carter Crawl. Here comes Mosier. He'll slide around the outside, trying to make his way through. Everybody else inside. Chris Roseland getting pushed around. Mike Huseman in that 2nd spot. He's got a $100 bonus from Corral Lanes if he can get the A-main win. Here comes Paul Mosier. Tire blows. Has contact in the midway there. Paul Mosier now out in front. Mosier in the front. Mike Huseman in that 2nd spot. Then you got Carter Crawl and Chris Rosen. Mosier just about loses it. It could have been over there in a hurry. Carter Crawl now to the inside of that number 64 car. Mike Huseman in 3rd, Chris Roseland 4th. Paul Mosier making his way through the field. Can he make her and get her done? It is 8 laps the distance here. Mosier putting some distance between himself and the 2nd place runners. Chris Roseland in that 3 car keeping her going. Carter Crawl still in that 2nd spot. Mosier makes it through. Paul Mosier around in the E feature. Mosier chasing down Chris Roseland here. This E feature, that is the who's left out of anybody from the heat races. Around the corner he goes. Mosier dips inside. Flat right front tire causes problems. Carter Crawl. That allows Mike Huseman to come on through. Final lap here, final set of turns. And feature race number 1 is in the books. Paul Mosier, your E-feature winner. Paul Mosier did tell me he will not be up for pictures. He is going straight to the pit area. He's going to cool his car down and get it ready for the next race. There is no question Paul Mosier is moving on. He's going to the hose. They're going to spray water in the radiator, make sure the tires are good, and they'll get him back in this D feature. Paul Mosier has his first $20 from McCarty Motors as he has won the E-main. We'll put him at the back here of the D. Here comes that D feature now making its way out here. The 22 car there. That is Brandon Sneller, the 126 of Josh Kreber. 143 car, Tyler McDonald there. Outside of him, the number 75 car, that is Jonathan Kramer. 91 car of Heath Huseman, Jake Altina in the number 60 car. Paul Mosier in the number 8. And outside of him, the 183 car of Carter Van Veldhuizen. Here comes the 4 car of Leon Sneller, late to the party, but still good to go. 10 laps the distance here in your D feature. Mosier backing up, going to make this fair. He's part of this challenge. He has to start last, so he'll let Sneller get in front of him. Green flag in the air, 10 laps the distance. Here comes Mosier. What a start for Paul Mosier. Brandon Sneller around. He will be your race leader. Josh Creamer in there. Here comes Tyler McDonald. McDonald to the inside. Contact there. Mosier, can he push his way through? He will. Mosier now into third. Sneller, Creamer, Mosier, McDonald. Carter Van Veldhuizen flying through the field as well. Leon Sneller's car stalling out slow around the raceway. Brandon Sneller out in front. Paul Mosier working his way around Josh Creamer. Mosier now to the inside, slides it down to the bottom. Creamer to the outside. Sneller waits for the traffic, makes his way through. Here comes Mosier inside. Mosier looking for the lead off of turn number 4. Paul Mosier has it. Mosier out in front, Sneller in second, Josh Creamer, Tyler McDonald. Mosier has to split the difference, he will. Leads him through the corners. We are 3 laps in, make it 4 laps now, 6 laps remain in this D feature. Paul Mosier out in front's got to avoid the traffic, he does. Splitting his way through, now dealing with lap traffic, that 75 car of Jonathan Kramer. Around he goes, Van Veldhuizen gets into Mosier. Mosier still keeps it going, Sneller right to his back bumper. The 8 car, the 22, and the 126, those are your top 3. Paul Mosier around in that 8 machine, still out in front. Brandon Sneller waits for the cross section, waits again. McDonald, Creamer, contact. He gains on Sneller. Sneller still in that second spot. Mosier dealing with the Van Veldhuizen lap traffic once again. He'll work his way, he'll duck in below. Now low he goes. Carter Van Veldhuizen outside. Mosier still in front. Mosier about a half a track ahead here in this D feature. The 22 of Sneller, then the 126 of Josh Creamer. The 91 car there of Heath Huseman sits in the 4th spot. We're going to get a look here at the white flag one more time around for the 8 car of Paul Mosier. Mosier inside, he works it. He'll come off the corner, works his way around, clear track in front of him. Around 3 and 4, checkers fly. He is 2 for 2, the 8 car of Paul Mosier. Paul Mosier 2 for 2. McCarty Motors, another $20 in his pocket. Mosier will go back to the water hose. He'll cool the car down. Might need a tire change after contact there with Van Veldhuizen, but nonetheless, the 8 car has won and will move on. Paul Mosier now moving his way on to the C feature. C feature time coming up. It is 12 laps the distance. As we move through the features, they get a lot more faster and the laps get longer. 12 laps on the board for the C feature. Starting on the pole position here tonight, driving the number 55 car, it is Wade Veldkamp. Outside of row number 1, he drives the number 87 car, it is Mark Faber. Inside of row number 2, driving the number 178, that is Katie Rose. And outside of her, the number 1 of Aaron Foote. Inside of row number 3, driving the 79 car, that is Richard Harris Jr. And outside of him, the 177 of Zach Clausen. Inside of row number 4, the 77 of Tyson Altina. And outside of him, the 173 of Logan Bruxford. Inside of row number 5, driving the 184, that is Nicole Townsend. And outside of her, the 11 of Dylan Riebling. Inside of row number 6, driving the number 78 car, it's Austin Kruger. Outside of him, the 40 of Jason DeBoer. And tagging the tail of the field, he's the gas man, the number 8 car, that is Paul Mosier. "12 laps the distance here in your C feature. Green flag in the air here. C feature underway. To the outside goes Mosier once again. He'll work his way around the top side of the field. Mark Famer, the number 87 Veldkamp there in that second spot. The log jam is there. Mosier is caught. Can they push their way through? This is where the laps become important. Veldkamp now into the top spot in the 55 to 87 of Famer. Battling through the field there. Mosier's going to send around the 79 car. Through the cross sections they go. Veldkamp and Famer, your top two. The Aaron Foote in that third spot. Then you've got the 173 of Logan Brooksford. Wade Veldkamp, this blue 55, is your race leader. Mark Famer, the 87. Aaron Foote, the 1. Battle for second here. Foote slides around the outside. Mosier now into fourth. Mosier going inside. Can he come to third? Around they go through the cross section. Mosier around the outside. Dips down inside. From fourth to second. Here he comes. Paul Mosier. Mosier in second. Sets his eyes on the 55 of Wade Veldkamp. Veldkamp caught up in the lap traffic. Veldkamp caught up with the number 11 of Dylan Riebling. Mosier, here he comes. Motion to the back bumper. Inside he goes. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Here we go. Veldkamp inside the 79 up. Mosier to the outside. Veldkamp dips low. Here comes Mosier. Wade Veldkamp, he'll slide her on through. Mosier into the inside. Mosier rubbing wheels. Paul Mosier, your race leader. Veldkamp into him. Lap traffic once again. Mosier way outside. Wade Veldkamp dips down low inside. Caught up once again. Mosier to the outside. Paul Mosier, Veldkamp. Mosier inside. Veldkamp outside. Mosier is your race leader. The 8 car, the 55. It's a battle. There's Veldkamp into the 8. Wade Veldkamp looks inside. Here comes Mosier. Mosier dips underneath. Mosier coming through. Veldkamp back into him again. Mosier slides around. Veldkamp back inside. Veldkamp now your race leader once again. Mosier keeps it going. They'll go into turns 3 and 4. Veldkamp, Mosier, Mosier outside. Veldkamp inside. Here's the dip down. The dip through. Mosier to the lead. Paul Mosier, Veldkamp inside. Side by side contact. Veldkamp out in front. It is a great battle for the front. Paul Mosier inside. Veldkamp to the outside. Mosier underneath. Veldkamp into the back of lap traffic. More contact. Around they go. Paul Mosier. Veldkamp is there. Here they come around the corner. This time by, they'll see the white flag. 1 lap to go. Paul Mosier, your race leader. White flag flies. Mosier comes inside. Now he looks down low. Around he goes. One more set of turns. Let him hear it. 3 in a row. The gas man, the 8 of Paul Mosier. McCarty Motors, another $20 in the pocket of Paul Mosier. He's won the E, he's won the D and the C. Welcome to the B feature, Paul Mosier. B feature coming to the raceway now. 14 laps the distance. Alex Weirdsmith, Josh Skoglund, row 1. Jarrett Wildeboer, Rocky Cruz, row 2. Matt Van Vliet, Toby Metzger, row number 3. Blake Meyer, Justin Ahrens in row 4. Keegan Van Weston and Peyton Fick in row 5. Ben Korseman, Levi Metzger, row 6. And Paul Mosier in row 7. Peyton Fick, $100 on the line for him if he can take home the B feature win here tonight. Tom Schilling, the head flag man, got the flag in hand, waiting for Paul Mosier to pull up in line. They're going to put him behind Ben Korseman in the back row. Alvin Smitstra making sure that he doesn't get any advantage. But I think starting there might even be better. 14 laps, the distance. Your B feature winner gets a shot at the A main. Paul Mosier, if he can win, has $100 coming from Nate Beinhoff. Peyton Fick has $100 coming from Cody. Alex Wiertzma, Josh Skoglund battling out through the first set of turns. Skoglund and Wiertzma. Wiertzma leads lap number 1. Skoglund, then Jerry Wildemore, Rocky Cruz, Peyton Fick. Here comes Paul Mosier. Mosier making the charge. Mosier looking to make his way into the top 5. The 13 car is your race leader. The 71, the 190, then the 51. Never mind. Here comes Paul Mosier. Mosier at the front. The 13 car has stalled. Your leader has stalled. Skoglund around Wildemore. The 8 car now in the second. The 71, your leader. Who's caught up? Mosier outside. Peyton Fick inside. Mosier in second. Sets his sights on the 71. Mosier works his way around the outside. Has to avoid the traffic. He does. Mosier swings it to the inside. Contact with Peyton Fick. Way to the outside goes Mosier. Dips down. Floor contact. Him and Fick. And the 8 car has stalled. Corseman has his car going once again. Josh Skoglund is your race leader. The 71 car, your race leader. The 51 of Peyton Fick has stalled out. Now Skoglund is around. Skoglund still your race leader. Skoglund makes it his way across. The 190 of Wildemore in that second spot now. Skoglund, there's only 3 cars running. This is carnage in your B feature. Josh Skoglund is limping his car around the raceway. The 71 is your race leader. The 190 of Wildemore is in second. Josh Skoglund, that left rear tire, that's got some crazy camber to it. Look at that thing flip inside and out. Oh, heavy contact there between Wildemore and the 114 of Keegan Van Weston. Bumpers flying off the race car, flat tire on Van Weston. Van Weston now into that second spot. Here comes Wildemore, shoves him around. Josh Skoglund, the 71, is your race leader. Skoglund looking to put a lap on the field. The 190 car is your second place runner. Josh Skoglund running his way through the field here. He has put a lap on everybody as he looks inside. Josh Skoglund, that left rear tire has got something funky going on there. Pay attention to that left rear donut on the 71 car. Here comes Skoglund around. Watch the left rear tire. And the left rear tire will flip to the outside. And now it will flip back to the inside. Josh Skoglund got her going on here as he is out in front, dominating this B feature in a carnage race. We have got cars all over the place. Josh Skoglund comes around here again, the 71. Now Wildemore pulls up to the outside of the racetrack. Wildemore was running in second. He'll pull out of the racing surface. Here comes the 36 of Levi Metzger. Metzger will make his way through. Metzger will now be the second place runner. White flag flies, 1 lap to go for Josh Skoglund. Skoglund inside. Levi Metzger around he goes into the tires. Final set of turns. Your B feature winner. Can he get around? There he comes, the 71 of Josh Skoglund. Josh Skoglund, your B feature winner. We'll get him up here to the front stretch and see if he'll want to move on to the A main, if we can flag him down. There he is out of the car. Give him a round of applause. Paul Mosier out of the E feature all the way to the B. What a great run for the 8 machine. Thank you, Paul, for taking the challenge. Thank you, McCarty Motors here in Rock Rapids. $60 extra in his pocket here tonight. And a tough break there as Mosier's night comes to an end. But what a great run for the 8 car of Paul Mosier. Hey, there we go. Look at that hustle by Alvin Smitstra. Make sure you stop into Ace Hardware here in Rock Rapids. Tell Alvin you like the speed on that, putting out the fire. Lyon County Fair A feature on the way, 16 laps. Out in front, Steven DeYoung goes around. Bailey DeBoer into him. Heavy contact. Right away, cars into everybody. Heavy carnage. Out in front is Cole Overgaard. Brody Korselman in second. Van and top, Bailey DeBoer. Bailey DeBoer now to the inside looking for more. Tanner Van and top outside. Tanner Van and top looking inside. Overgaard still your race leader. Overgaard in the 130. Brody Korselman, Tanner Van and top. Here comes Jack DeBoer. Colton Roth now working his way around the outside. Bailey DeBoer, left rear tire is gone. Now here comes Van and top. Van and top caught behind the lap traffic of Altina. That allows the 130 Overgaard back through. The 130, the 81, and the 5. 130 of Cole Overgaard is your race leader. Tanner Van and top, Brody Korselman. Now Jack DeBoer. Jack DeBoer in the 74 looking inside, looking for second. Jack DeBoer looking for more. DeBoer hard in the brakes, Van and top around the corner. Overgaard the 130, still your race leader. The 81, the 74, and the 5. Now Van and top and DeBoer looking inside, 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide into turn number 3, making 4 at the left car. Here comes Jack DeBoer. Jack DeBoer now your race leader. DeBoer swings it outside. Overgaard slides in. Van and top inside. Tanner Van and top, the 81. Van and top, your new race leader. Tanner Van and top, Jack DeBoer. Cole Overgaard has slowed. Then it is the 5 car of Korselman. Van and top, your race leader. The 74, Jack DeBoer. Korselman, the number 5. DeBoer goes around. Van and top had to wait for the traffic. DeBoer takes over the lead. Jack DeBoer looking to make it 2 for 2 at Rapid Speedway. Van and top around the outside. Way outside he goes. Inside is DeBoer. Van and top dips underneath. Swings it outside once again around the Overgaard car. Van and top looking after DeBoer. DeBoer is your race leader. The 74, the 81, and the 5 are your top 3. Contact with your leader, but he gets through. Overgaard gets through. Here comes Korselman. Korselman now into the 2nd spot. Van and top slides back through once again. Korselman will dip down under. Jack DeBoer waits for the traffic. Here goes Van and top. Brody Korselman inside looking for the race lead. Brody Korselman inside of DeBoer. Van and top now in reverse mode. The battle up front. The 74 and the 5. That is your battle for the lead. Brody Corselman waiting for the traffic, lets DeBoer get away. The 74 is your race leader. The 5 car runs in that second position. Tanner Van Top sits in third in the 81, then the 35 of Keaton Levy. Jack DeBoer, your race leader in the 74 machine. 12 laps down, 4 laps remain for the 74 of Jack DeBoer. Jack DeBoer chasing Keaton Levy through the field there, trying to put a lap on the 35, and he will. Jack DeBoer picked up the A feature win at Heritage Days back in June, looking to go 2 for 2. Jack DeBoer coming through, one more set of turns. He'll take a look at the white flag one more time around for the 74 machine out of Sioux Center, Iowa. White flag flies, 1 lap to go. Jack DeBoer getting the help through the corner. He will escape. 1 set of turns to go. We'll give him a round of applause out of Sioux Center, Iowa. Your A feature winner, Jack DeBoer in the 74. Jack DeBoer, your race winner. The 5 car of Brody Corselman will come home in the second position. Jack DeBoer out of Sioux Center, Iowa, picked up the feature win in June, and now he gets another here at the Rapid Speedway. All right, we've got him set up. Tom Schilling is ready to go. 8 laps the distance here in your Women on Wheels. 79, Emily Harris. The 22, Cassie Rigneris. Not sure about the 11 car. The 87, the 300, the 210, the 64. Out in front, the 79, Emily Harris out of Dune. Cassie Rigneris looking inside. Cassie Rigneris going to slide around the corner. Now she dips down low, contact with her. Cassie Rigneris goes around the 210 car. Mystery car will come into second. Katie Viss now into third. Katie Viss into third. Laura DeWitt in fourth. Cars tangled up there as the tire went down on the left front there. Out in front, the 79 machine, Emily Harris. Emily Harris making her way around, looking good out of Dune, Iowa on that number 79 machine. The 22 car trying to make her way through, then the 87 of Laura DeWitt. DeWitt working her way around the outside, now into second spot. DeWitt setting her sights. She's about a straightaway behind the 79 machine of Harris. DeWitt with that left rear tire not moving on that race car. Harris making her way around the lap traffic, looking good. Emily Harris out of Dune in the 79, still your race leader. Making her way through turns 1 and 2. Here she comes into turns 3 and 4. Looking nice down to the inside. We'll see if she dips around. There she goes around the stalled 81 machine. Oh, Laura DeWitt having some troubles in that 87. Here comes the 210. The 210 will work her way around. The 210 car is your race leader. Checkers will fly for the 210 machine. We're not sure who that is. We'll have to see who she is. All right, here is our Women on Wheels race winner. It looks like, is that Taylor Gross? Taylor Gross down there in victory lane. Here comes the fans. Here comes the crew. Into victory lane, your Women on Wheels winner. Once again, thank you all for coming out here tonight.